So I've been looking for a super gun for quite some time, and everything I'd seen up until this point was just something that was kind of hodgepodge together by people. The power supply and then using like Molex connectors and stuff. It was never anything I was really interested in just because of how unprofessional, I guess would be the way you'd say it, looked whenever connecting the board to them, to these JAMMA connectors. So anyway, I did find some over the years. People would put them up on eBay, and it'd be like a JAMMA to HDMI, and they would want stupid money for them. It would be $300 plus. I think the one that I actually really wanted was something like 450, which there was no way I was going to spend that kind of money on it. However, I'm glad I waited because this came out, and it's pretty nifty. It's kind of like an all-in-one device. This is the Cbox Super Gun 2.0. The earlier revisions, I believe, didn't have Sega Saturn controller support, which it does have that now. As far as outputs go, it has SCART, composite, component, and S-video. This particular one does. Now, what's new to this one, which I believe this revision came out in 2018, this one you can actually adjust the horizontal and vertical on it, so that's pretty nice. So not necessarily all your games will fit perfectly in the center of your TV, so you can kind of adjust that. That is new. That's a good thing to have. Also, what they released on this revision, which is just more or less a daughter board add-on to it, you can adjust the voltage or the 5 volts on it, and it seems like standard it comes to be like 5.09 and 5.11, and I think you can adjust it up to like 5.25. I guess the only reason you'd ever really need that is if you need slightly more voltage, but I don't know what kind of circumstance you'd really need that in. But anyway, it's kind of nice that it shows you the 5 volt voltage on there. So yeah, I'm really liking it. The main reason I wanted this was I had a Raiden 2 board that I'd bought a couple years ago. I paid something like $40 for it, and it was broken, and I do repairs, so I just kind of wanted to see if I could fix it. Unfortunately, I never had any way to test it because after that time, I'd gotten rid of my arcade cabinets. I moved and stuff, so I got rid of my arcade cabinet, so I had no way of testing that board anymore. So yeah, I still had my POW board, and I had that. And lo and behold, yeah, so I was able to fix that Raiden 2 board, but more importantly, I could test it with this. Super simple. And that's what I really like about this board. It's really simple. Just connect your JAMMA connector up to the side of your board, your JAMMA compatible board, and it displays whatever kind of RGB that comes out of it. That is one thing that there's a new JAMMA Super Gun that's out, and it will actually encode. It will take the RGB signal and then encode it with an encoder chip, and then you'll get perfect levels every time with it. That's the difference between this and it being a little bit cheaper and kind of being an all-in-one device. With the ease of this thing also comes some faults. Yeah, so you will get whatever RGB signals that your particular game board is outputting. So images might be brighter, images might be, sharper, might have, deeper reds or something. Just the image isn't going to be exactly the same across every board. So that's something to know with this thing. I did notice between the two boards that I have, POW and Raiden, Raiden 2 did show up a little bit brighter than POW. Unfortunately, these are the only two boards that I can test with it because it's the only two I have. But yeah, I really like it. The small minor things like that I didn't really care about. Something else to know, I posted this in the picture. It does come with a kick harness, so it is kick harness capable as well. So games like Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat, you will be able to use all 6 buttons, which that's nice. Yeah, so anyway, I'm really enjoying this device. Like I said, I bought it off AliExpress. I want to say, and if you've ever really used AliExpress, you'll know that you can get all these stupid little coupons and they throw them at you constantly. So, all said and done, I think I paid $150 for it shipped. It took about 4 weeks to get here, I say. And yeah, so it's not bad. I'm really enjoying it. I have seen other YouTubers get the MVS version of this, which is essentially the same thing. And supposedly, I don't know what's going on there, but with the SCART cable, and SCART does carry voltage. Um, Somebody did blow out. I want to see was it a Mad Little Pixel blew out his uh, what is that thing called? FrameMeister. Yeah. So supposedly he blew out his FrameMeister with one of these. I don't know if they've changed whatever issue that was in this revision. I don't use SCART. I just use Component, and I'll show a picture too of what Component looks like just from the TV. Maybe later on I will do some video capture of the different outputs on this thing. But yeah, I would recommend against using SCART with this, just due to someone having an issue with it before. But you shouldn't have any problem with Component, and I've been running it with Component just fine on my CRT. So yeah, anyway, I've been enjoying it. It might not be for everybody, but I really like it, and it's going to be a godsend for whenever I want to buy some arcade boards, possibly fix them, and just hook them up, with very little hassle. That's something I really wanted this for. It's all condensed into one small box, and then you got your 12 volt coming in from, it's a power supply that's supplied with it. It looks like kind of like a, I don't know, PC power supply or something like that you would have, but just one plug. So that I really liked. And then you just plug in whatever kind of output you're going to output to your TV, and that's it. Then you just hook it up to whatever board you got. So yeah, super, super simple. If that's what you're looking for a cheap price, this should meet your needs. I will say with Component, the image does look really good. I've seen a hell of a lot worse Component output on stuff before. So yeah. Anyway, if this is something you're interested in, I will leave the link to the particular one that I bought and what seller I bought it from. And yeah, if you're looking for something cheap and you're not going to use SCART, again, I'm not 100% sure on if SCART does, if it is ruining anybody's FrameMeisters, but it's just something to be aware of. And yeah, anyway, I'll leave a link, and if this is something you're interested in, definitely check it out. Anyway, as always, thanks for watching, guys, and I will see y'all later.